Chanterelle. This mushroom is found across forests in Europe, North America, and parts of Asia. It grows near the roots of trees like oak, beech, and pine, forming a natural partnership with the tree that benefits both organisms. The chanterelle has a distinctive golden yellow color that makes it relatively easy to spot among the leaf litter on a forest floor. Its cap is wavy and irregular rather than perfectly round, and its underside features forking ridges instead of the sharp gills found on most other mushrooms. It has a mild fruity aroma and a slightly peppery taste, making it one of the most prized edible mushrooms in the world.
Portobello. This is one of the most widely eaten mushrooms on the planet and is found in grocery stores and markets across nearly every country. It is actually a fully mature version of the common button mushroom, simply allowed to grow larger before harvesting. The cap is wide, flat, and dark brown with visible gills underneath, and the flesh is thick and dense. When cooked, the portobello develops a deep, meaty flavor and a firm texture that makes it a popular substitute for meat in many dishes. It originally comes from the grasslands of Europe and North America, but is now cultivated commercially worldwide.
Shiitake. This mushroom originates from East Asia and has been cultivated in China and Japan for over 1,000 years. It grows naturally on the decaying wood of deciduous trees, particularly oak and chestnut logs. The cap is brown and umbrella-shaped, with slightly curled.
Oyster mushroom. This mushroom grows in shelf-like clusters on the sides of dead or dying trees, and its shape resembles the shell of an oyster, which is the origin of its name. It is found naturally in temperate and subtropical forests around the world and comes in several color varieties, including white, gray, yellow, and pink. The flesh is soft and delicate with a mild, slightly sweet flavor. It grows very quickly and is one of the easiest mushrooms to cultivate, making it widely available and affordable in markets globally. It is also recognized for its ability to break down and decompose wood, playing an important role in forest ecosystems. Lion's mane. This mushroom looks unlike almost anything else in the fungal world. Instead of a traditional cap and stem, it grows as a cascading mass of long, white or cream-colored spines that hang downward in soft, layered clusters, closely resembling the mane of a lion. It is found on hardwood trees in North America, Europe, and Asia. The flavor is mild and slightly sweet, often compared to crab or lobster meat when cooked. Lion's mane has attracted significant scientific attention in recent years because of studies suggesting it may support nerve growth and brain health, making it one of the most researched functional mushrooms today. Amanita Muscaria. This is perhaps the most visually iconic mushroom in the world. It has a bright red cap covered in white spots, a look so distinctive that it appears in fairy tales, video games, and popular culture across many countries. It grows in forests across the northern hemisphere, particularly near birch and pine trees. Despite its striking appearance, the Amanita muscaria is toxic and should never be eaten without specialized processing. It contains psychoactive compounds that have been used ceremonially by certain indigenous cultures in Siberia and other regions for thousands of years. It belongs to a family of mushrooms that includes some of the most deadly species on Earth. Death cap. This is considered the most lethal mushroom in the world and is responsible for the majority of fatal mushroom poisonings globally. It grows across Europe, Asia, and has spread to North America, South Africa, and Australia, often found near oak trees. Its appearance is dangerously unremarkable, with a pale greenish or yellowish-white cap, white gills, and a clean white stem that makes it look harmless and even appealing. The toxins it contains attack the liver and kidneys, and symptoms are often delayed by many hours, by which time serious damage has already occurred. Even a small portion of a single mushroom contains enough toxin to kill an adult. Morel. This mushroom has one of the most unusual appearances in the fungal world. Its cap is covered in a deeply pitted, honeycomb-like surface of irregular ridges and hollows, giving it a spongy, wrinkled look that is immediately recognizable. It grows in spring in forests across North America, Europe, and Asia, often appearing near dying elm trees and recently burned areas. Morels are highly prized by chefs and foragers for their rich, earthy, nutty flavor that is difficult to replicate with other ingredients. They must always be cooked before eating, as raw morels contain compounds that can cause digestive problems.
Porcini. This mushroom is one of the most celebrated ingredients in European cuisine, particularly in Italian and French cooking. It grows in forests across Europe, North America, and parts of Asia, always near trees such as pine, chestnut, and spruce, with which it shares a root connection. The cap is broad, round, and brown with a smooth surface, and the stem is thick and bulbous at the base. The flavor is intensely earthy, nutty, and savory, and it deepens dramatically when dried, making dried porcini a powerful flavoring ingredient used in sauces, risottos, and soups around the world.
Reishi. This mushroom has been used in traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years and is sometimes called the mushroom of immortality in ancient texts. It grows on the base and stumps of deciduous trees, particularly plum and oak, in humid forested regions of Asia. Unlike most edible mushrooms, the reishi has a hard, woody texture and a very bitter taste that makes it unsuitable for eating directly. Instead, it is most commonly consumed as a tea, powder, or extract. It has been studied extensively for its potential effects on the immune system, and it remains one of the best-selling medicinal mushroom supplements in the world today.
Enoki. This mushroom grows in long, thin clusters of tiny white caps on very slender stems that bunch together like a bundle of needles. In the wild, it grows on dead or weakened trees, such as hackberry and persimmon in East Asia, Europe, and North America. And its wild form is brown and much shorter than the cultivated version. The commercially grown enoki is kept in low-light, high carbon dioxide environments that cause it to grow tall, pale, and slender. It has a mild, slightly fruity flavor and a satisfying, crunchy texture. It is a staple ingredient in Japanese, Korean, and Chinese cooking, commonly used in hot pots and soups.
Truffle. This is one of the rarest and most expensive food ingredients in the world. Unlike most mushrooms, the truffle grows entirely underground, forming alongside the roots of trees, such as oak, hazel, and beech, in specific regions of Europe. It cannot be seen from the surface, which is why trained dogs and pigs have historically been used to locate them by scent. The black truffle is primarily found in France and Spain, while the white truffle is most associated with the Alba region of northern Italy. The flavor is intensely complex, earthy, and aromatic, and even a small shaving over a dish transforms it completely.
Oyster Mushroom.
This mushroom is the largest species within the oyster mushroom family and has a very different appearance from its relatives. It has a thick, cylindrical white stem that makes up most of its body, topped by a small, flat brown cap. It is native to the Mediterranean region, the Middle East, and parts of Asia, where it grows on the roots of dead or dying plants in open fields. The flesh is dense and firm, with a subtle umami flavor, and it holds its texture well during cooking, making it popular for grilling, roasting, and stir-frying. The stem is often sliced into rounds that, when cooked, develop a scallop-like texture and appearance.
Fly agaric. This mushroom belongs to the same genus as the death cap and shares its dangerous family traits. It is found across the forests of the northern hemisphere, particularly in regions with birch, pine, and spruce trees. The cap varies in color from orange to red-brown and is covered in white or cream-colored patches that are remnants of a protective covering from when the mushroom first emerged.
It is toxic and causes symptoms including nausea, hallucinations, and confusion when consumed. Despite its dangers, it plays an important ecological role by forming symbiotic relationships with tree roots and helping forests absorb nutrients from the soil. Hen of the woods. This mushroom grows in large, layered clusters at the base of oak trees, and the overlapping fronds of gray and brown caps rippling outward resemble the ruffled feathers of a sitting hen, which is how it got its name. It is native to North America, Europe, and East Asia, where it appears in autumn and can grow into enormous clusters weighing several kilograms. The flavor is earthy and rich, with a slightly spicy edge, and the texture is firm and meaty. In Japan, it is called maitake, meaning dancing mushroom, a name said to come from the joy foragers felt upon discovering one in the wild. It is also studied for its potential effects on blood sugar regulation and immune function. Subscribe.